Paula and welcome to Crafter Artosaurus. My name's Paula and today is Sunday, so it's Funday Sunday scroll day. I'm just going to grab a needle. I've got them all nicely stuck here in my pin cushion. I've become a bit more organised. I think what I'm going to do is just these houses, focus in on these and kind of get them sorted so they start looking like houses. They look a bit like houses now, but I think I can do better. See, I've gone for black because I'm outlining something, but I don't know. I'm not wanting black, but it's an outline. It's a building, so ergo it should be black. Yeah, I'm just going to pick a colour and go with it. Whatever comes out in me, hot little hand. Preferably something that's not green, because what I just pulled out was green. Oh, it's red. It's red. Okay, that one's red. Ooh, how about dark blue? Dark blue could be fun. I think I'm going to go with this kind of reddy orange in the dark blue. So there we go. Easy peasy. That was simple, apart from this dark blue, as you can see, has a teeny weeny little knot in it, but I'm sure we can get rid of that. So daylight savings happened last night, so everyone leaped forward an hour. So my quiet time was not quite as quiet as other people were up and around, because my body clock, no matter what time it is, you know, it can be, they say, oh yeah, you know, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. I still wake up at, you know, when we go back, I still wake up at 7 o'clock. So, you know, it's just how I am. So I kind of chuckled to myself as I sat there this morning, thinking, yeah, I'm back to me 7 o'clock wake up. This isn't going to work when Auntie Farty Annie does her lives. Poor old Annie. It's going to be a bit of a struggle for me, but I'll get there. But I think as we leap forward, don't you guys in England, like, haven't you leapt back? I don't know. If anyone watching in England, have you leapt back yet, or do you do that in October at some stage? I don't know. But it won't matter anyway. I'm away for the live for the simple fact of I'm visiting my children next weekend. So yep, I'm off to the big smoke, the big smoke going through our pass. Fingers crossed we get through. I'm sure we will. Bit nervous about it, but then I always am. It's one of those roads. When they did the viaduct, they said, oh, it'll take hours off your drive and it'll be safer and all this sort of blah blah blah. And I was, oh yeah, okay, well they say that, and it's, you know, been reported on the news now like 400 gazillion times. Ergo, it'll be a lot safer. Liars. Liar, liar, pants are on fire, news people. That's all I've got to say, you bunch of liars. It's definitely not any safer. Yeah, no way. No way. So, yes. So I missed the live with Kathy and her daughter on Friday night because I was at the movies. But that's okay. I'm hoping to catch up on that this afternoon. I was going to spend my afternoon in the garden, but yet again I listened to the weather report. I've already done my washing, but I don't know. I went out to hang it out and it's raining. It's 11 o'clock, which really means it's 10 o'clock. So I might wait a little while and, you know, I'll be here with everyone for a good half hour and I'll see what it's like at the end of that. So, yeah, hopefully it'll be fine. So, yes, a very slow start to my morning this morning. I've just been puddling along, just doing little bits and pieces here and there, you know, as you do from time to time. I'm inclined to. Oh, the stitch I'm doing is a daisy chain, just going up the side of the roof here on this house. I don't know if they're all the same. I don't think they're all the same size because my finger is sore. I don't know why. Oh dear. I'm beginning to think I should bring a cup of tea in with me when I sit down and stitch with everyone, but I don't know how everyone would feel about that. So, yeah. Do you mind if I drink tea while I'm stitching? I mean, it's fairly relaxing. I think other YouTubers do it, don't they? I don't know. I've never seen Annie go, oh, dying for a cup of tea. I'll just have a little sips-a-doodle here. Or Tori come to that. Oh, my goodness, I'm a shocker. But I'm thinking, oh, I could so do with a cup of tea at the moment. Oh, dying for a cup of tea. Oh, dear. And of course, Advent things are starting to hit the shelves here in New Zealand. So, because December, it's just around the corner now. We should all be panicking and buying all of our Advent things. Halloween stuff isn't even in the windows, Oh, hang on, I think I did see something Halloweenian at the warehouse. Did I? It's been a while since I've been in there, actually. Not since the last necessity of I need glue. It's all I seem to pop into the warehouse to buy at the moment is glue. Oh, I lied. They had a massive sale on. Oh, talk about a gorgeous sale. And I got a brand new denim dress for $5. I know. Brand new dress, $5. That's like cheap, and it's denim. But of course, because it was so cheap, I thought everyone else here in Greymouth will have the exact same denim dress, and we'll be wearing them all, in the summer because it's a bit summery. I guess I could wear it now, but it's got short sleeves. It seemed just right for me for summer. So I thought I'm going to have to decorate it somehow. I'm going to have to do a little bit of slow stitching on this so it looks a little bit different to everyone else's, because there's one thing I really hate. It's wearing the same outfit as everyone else. And I've got a feeling I'll go uptown and I'll be in me fancy new denim dress because I'm going to wear it. It's $5, too darn right I'm going to wear it. Gosh, it was a bargain. I was so impressed. My friend Dee told me about it. Oh, you must go in. They've got a clothing sale on. Oh, yeah, Dee. They've got these really nice denim dresses. Oh, yeah. Okay. And a part of me went, well, it's all very nice, but I never fit the clothes in at the warehouse. They say they're this size, but they're not really. But I did. It fitted, and it was a smaller size than I normally buy, so I don't know. Things have gone weird in my body at the moment. I guess it's all that non-eating from the chicken poison, the raw chicken diet, I'm calling it. Oh dear. It's been good for me. It has, actually. So, yep, I've got loads more energy. Apart from, of course, my thyroid's playing up something terrible. So I haven't got too much energy, mine. So I'm on some thyroxine tablets, which makes me a little bit more perkier, but they're not, prescribed. I've just gone with the old Clinique ones that you get there at the health food store, but not our health food store, mine, because it's closed down. And they didn't carry the Clinique brand and Clinician or whatever it is. I think it's called Clinique brand. And my doctor, when she said, oh, your thyroid is down, it needs to drop a little bit more for me to give you a prescription of it. And I was like, okay. And she said, so that can also, because when your thyroid's running low, if people have got a low thyroid, it can cause some tummy issues. So, you all know I was having tummy issues. So, of course, I said, oh, well, I think you can get that at the health food store. And she said, yes. I said, well, I'll just get a thyroid, supplement at the health food store and boost it up a little bit just in case. And she was like, that's a good idea. And she said, hang on, let me look at all the different ones. And she actually went through all of the different thyroxine supplements you can get in New Zealand. And she recommended the Clinique one. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that's what I'm going to buy. Thank you very much. And she said, well, a lot of what's in here is, she said, it's pretty much what's in the prescription one. So, just take... And she read everything. She said, if you take a tablet in the morning and the tablet in the evening, you'll be set. And so, yep. And I thought, so I've been on them for a little while now, and I thought the other day, I'm not dragging in the morning, whereas I was feeling a little bit, you get up and you feel a little bit, oh, life, why am I here? If you don't, well, yeah, welcome to my life. but I didn't feel any of that. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm feeling quite, in fact, I'm feeling quite perky. So maybe it's the wrong thing to be taking. The last thing you need is a perky Paula, isn't it? Oh dear, oh dear. But anyway, I'm going to trundle along and take these and see how it goes. But yep. And and I don't know if it's because I'm better, as in clinically better, or if it's from the thyroxine, these tablets I'm taking. My stomach settled down a little bit more, so I don't know. But then again, she also changed my medication, and I've got to take, I only take 2 of these tablets, I only do this, I only do that, blah, blah, blah. And I did all that, and my stomach has settled quite a bit. I still get days every so often, but that's my own fault because, it was my birthday and I was naughty, very naughty. I know I'm not anything too sweet. I feel kind of sick on, so my stomach feels heavy, and no, it's not a nice feeling. Anyway, I asked for a little bit of chocolate. My husband got me some Ferrero Rochers, and not only that, they're nuts, which set off my tummy. They're sweet, but chocolate's on the list that I'm allowed to eat. So that was like, I said to him, oh, well, chocolate's on the list I'm allowed to eat. And he looked at me and he started laughing. And he said, yeah, but I thought you said sugar isn't agreeing with you. And I was like, yeah, it's not really agreeing with me. And he said, there's loads and loads and loads of sugar in chocolate. And I was like, yeah, but a Ferrero Rocher here or there isn't going to matter. Oh dear. I paid for it. I really did. I have paid for it. But it was worth every sinful mouthful. Oh my goodness. And yep. So yes, I've been very naughty and I've had 3 of those. So yeah, thankfully each time I had some, I'd have one and I'd go to my husband, go on, help yourself, have 1 or 2, because he got me the big packet. And so he sacrificed himself under the chocolate tree, and I was very, very grateful for that, actually, because I guess I shouldn't have been having all this chocolate, because my tummy, it did rebel. I had a really bad day there, and I thought, the only thing I've had that's different is, of course, the Ferrero Rochers, and you knew that sugar wasn't agreeing with you. And so that's okay. I've even stopped taking it in my tea. I know, and tea tastes terrible. Here's a heads up for those. I only had like half a spoonful anyway. But that half a spoonful, it made the tea palatable sometimes. So, yep. But my daughter, she was finding it hard sleeping at night time, and she went to peppermint tea, and she's like, oh, peppermint tea, that's the thing that sets me off. It really sets me up. It's really nice. I enjoy it. I have it at night time, and I thought, well, I'm going to give that a go. And I did, and it was lovely. So, yep. So when I feel my stomach feels a little bit heavy or it feels weird, I just have a peppermint tea and it settles me right down. So who knew? Who knew that peppermint was so good? And I didn't check to see if it was on my list of things I was allowed to eat. So I just went for it. I thought, no, blow it. If this works, I'm just going to go for it. So, yep. So I've just been having a little bit of peppermint here and there and thoroughly enjoying myself. I'm just doing a little window here that's very badly done. Wondering if I should pull that apart, but I'm not going to. Just a few lines to insinuate there's a window up here. It's all blackened out, but dark blue. That's better than black, isn't it? It's a little N. It's a little N, Paula. Oh, and give it a sill would be a good idea. Gosh, there we go. Maybe this needle's getting blunt. I have used it for a while. I still haven't got any walnut shells, so I did find them the other day online, and I thought, yep, I'll order those, la. And I was on the site for quite a while, looked at a few other things, forgot the walnut shells. Oh dear, I did chuckle to myself. I thought, yep, That's me, through and through. Yeah, forget the walnut shells. You don't need walnut shells, Paula. You know, you were there for walnut shells, but it's more important you get this other stuff. So, yes. And I watched Annie's channel this morning while I was sitting there having my breakfast, which was very relaxing. And she's doing some simple stitches on her sea creatures. So if you want to learn a few little simple stitches, and she's got the most fabulous book. Oh, fabulous book. I can't remember the name of the book for the life of me. No, the book name's run out of my head. It's gone down the footpath and into someone else's house. I don't know if that's a saying. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, look at that. I can hear the sirens already. Oh, and I did check because I thought we had an earthquake here yesterday. Turns out we didn't. I don't know what it was, but the house gave a very big jolt. So, and I'm fairly certain New Zealand, I don't know what you call them. They're really good at recording those sorts of things anyway. Oh, that's a really cool roof, and I like the little window. I want a few more bits and pieces on there. I might do another window here. Yeah, a little round one would be rather sweet. I like little round windows. Things I do for you people. Oh, I don't know. You're all worth it. Oh, got a bit of black on me. Oh, dear. So I went out and watered my tomatoes. Oh, so happy. I finally have a flower on one of them. I know all it takes is a flower and I'm happy. So, yeah. I've just done a little circle, as you can see, and it's heat erasable, so it'll come off if I put the blow dryer on it and blah, blah. You know, or the heat gun. If you've got a heat gun in here, I could most probably use that. I bought it for when I did paintings, you know, because I'd seen other people use them and I was like, oh, maybe I should, but I never use it with my watercolours. I just wait for everything to dry and I'm quite happy. I can walk out of the room and leave my painting to dry. I'll go and do something else, or better yet, I put it to the side of me and carry on with another painting. So yeah, so I have a couple of paintings on the go at the moment. It's okay, it's just my own work, you know, you don't need to see that. But oh, I thoroughly enjoy myself. I've got my hallelujah, I've got my art thing back, and I was a bit panicky because I thought, oh my goodness, I haven't been able to draw or sit down and relax with art in a while. Each time I went to it, I was kind of like, oh, I can't believe I have to do this. You know, feeling a little bit, oh. I do crack myself up, but that's exactly how I felt, you know, like I was like, oh, I can't believe I have to do this. Oh, that's so not me with art. It really isn't. It really, really isn't. And I would just do it each time I went to do something. I would do this. Oh, I can't believe. And I kind of sighed all the way through the painting, like, oh, why am I doing this? You know, is this really worth it? Oh, look, everything I'm making's rubbish. Oh dear. Turns out it isn't rubbish. I've sold one, so you know it's not rubbish. It's just me being little Miss Negative. I don't know. So I kind of, I'm still chuckling to myself. I thought, oh, for goodness sake, Paula, what is it? What is wrong with you? So, yep. But I'm thinking what I would really, really like to do is some kind of, I don't know if I can, so it's kind of like still in the, you know how you sort things out in your head as you do things. And I haven't even got my sketchbooks out, but I'd love to do some New Zealand birds, kind of whimsical New Zealand birds. I can kind of, I've got half a picture in my head. On a kiwi and that sort of thing. And usually at this time of year, of course, I'm doing all my Christmas cards because I make Christmas cards, little whimsical Christmas cards up, and I usually end up sending them to my mum. And she uses them, you know, she sends them out to friends and that sort of thing. But I can get rid of all that whimsy, you know, I don't know. A kiwi at the beach dressed up as, it's got a Santa hat and some gumboots on. That's one of my favourites. Or better yet, a kiwi fruit on a beach towel. On a beach towel with a Santa hat on. I love doing kiwi fruit in different places. Oh, and last year I did kiwi fruit on the moon. I know, I'm so silly. So seated on the moon, they had big long legs, did these kiwi fruit, and I just had them with Santa hats on and silly expressions on their face, and it was such a delight to paint. I thoroughly enjoyed myself, and I had their friend beside, so I had one kiwi fruit that was uncut, all circular, and the little hat on, the dangly legs, and then beside him I had a kiwi fruit that had been cut open, and that was his friend, and the seeds made the mouth and everything. So yeah, I was like, oh, it's so cute. It's so, so cute. And I loved that Christmas card. So yeah, I thought that is just the sweetest Christmas card ever. And I just love doing Christmas cards. They're quick, they're simple, they're easy. It's something I can do quite simply. And I just kind of, go from one Christmas card to the next Christmas card, changing it up a little bit. And yeah, it's something I've always done at Christmas time. So yep. So I'm thinking whimsical birds at the moment, because I'm actually thinking of Christmas cards, but I'm not actually, you see, I'm not really thinking whimsical Christmas. I'm thinking whimsical fun. So yeah, birds doing washing and things like that, and the moon being out during the day, and one of the birds dressed up as a witch, and things that I've thought about as I've been doing things around here. I thought, oh well, maybe I should just do it. Just give it a go, Paula. See if you can get it down on paper. And the thing is, with birds, I know, especially with birds, I like to, once I get going with a bird, I end up doing it kind of life-like a little bit. So it's going to be hard to keep that whimsy there, is what I'm thinking. But I'm sure I can. I'm fairly certain I can. Oh, that is a sweet little window. Look at that. Now it just needs to be dark. This will be where the fun strikes me, because I'm not very good with this sort of thing at the moment. I was thinking that the other day when I was doing something. It's very hard for me to colour in with thread. Don't know what I was doing, but I'm wondering if I've got the wrong needle now. But I'm sure I haven't. So golf starts later when we're in daylight savings. I had to think what it was called. So my husband should have went to golf later today, but no, even though it was spitting and I refused to hang out my washing, he's toddled off to golf at the normal time. And I was like, hang on, it's daylight savings, you get to go later. Because a part of me was thinking, oh, well, if it's too bad out there later on, I'll just pop down to the laundromat. But no, apparently they don't start that until next week. And I thought, oh, for goodness sake. And he's not here next week because we're going to visit our girls. We're in the big smoke. Yep, in the big smoke. Oh, gosh, I'm so looking forward to it. So looking forward to it. What do I need to do while I'm there? I don't know. Of course, I need to visit Spotlight, and I'll need to visit Lincraft. I don't need to do either of those, but I don't know. I was thinking, what I would really like to do is go around some Christchurch secondhand stores and just have a look, see what they've got. I'm not really sure which ones to choose, so I just thought, well, I might just meander through and see what's here and what's there. So yes. Oh, that hurt a little bit. Not quite round anymore because of the way I'm filling it in. Oh, I don't know. I knew that would happen, but still, it's kind of circular. Become a little bit oblong, hasn't it? But it's very relaxing. What else have I been doing today? Oh, went out, watered my tomatoes. I have a flower. Have I already said that? Anyway, in case you didn't know, I have a flower on one of my tomatoes. ergo tomato plants. Ergo, I am definitely going to get at least one tomato off this tomato plant, which excites me. Oh dear. So thankfully my husband found the window that flew away during the big weather event, I'm calling it. I might just put a sill under this as well. I wasn't thinking I would, but oh, you know what? I'm not going to. I'm going to see if I can. No, I'm leaving it like that. Yeah, look, 2 little windows. Oh, do you know what? It needs a chimney. Chimney. Love chimney. You know, they can have a nice fire going, relaxing at night time. Let's see. We'll go up to here. That's a little bit easier. I think it's just got a lot of thread there. A lot of fabric, so it's just a little bit harder because that was very easy. Yeah, that's easy to sew through. I'm going to have a crooked chimney because I like crooked chimneys. I know I'm saying the word wrong. For the life of me, I still cannot pronounce it. I will go into a very quiet place and say it 15, 16 times, the chimney word, and I will still get it wrong. So yeah, it's just one of those words. Too many vowels, I can't hear it. I think I want a little bit more than a crooked one than that, even. Just a teeny weeny little bit more. It's coming to there. Oh, yes. That's kind of what I like for chimney. One of my crooked ones. And I'm just going to come back. And just here, I'm going to add a little line coming up. And here, where it starts to turn, I'm going to have another little line going across. Oh, beautiful. So cool. Very cool. Oh, well, I'm loving that house now. It's very cool. I think what I need to do is a door, and I'm going to do it in this blue just to bring everything into focus on this house. I'll just do a nice little blue door. Should be a green door. Wasn't that a song, What's Behind the Green Door? Pretty certain there was a song about a door that was green. I'll have to look it up later. I should know, but I don't. I kind of want the door to be off-centered a little bit. I like the thought of that. Oh, that looks cool. Oh, I should check to see if I'm still in shot. I kind of went that way, didn't I? I don't know. Going for a little bit of a trundle. I was thinking there was blue sky out there a few seconds ago, and I thought, oh, it is going to be fine. I'll go and hang out my washing. I'll press pause and I'll go and hang out my washing. But I just looked out the window again, and it's black. It is black out there. So I don't know what the weather's doing. I didn't get out into my gardens yesterday, so there was a fault of my own. Just a little doorknob in the middle. So it's kind of a little bit hobbity dobbity. There we go. A little bit of a there. Ooh, cute. I want these to go all the way down to the ground, so I might come up halfway through, I feel. These are all, it's all just satin stitch. I'd noticed this. I'd been using satin stitch quite a bit. So I might just go over the side and come back up if I can. And just very carefully place the door. Yep, that works. And I'll go up here to hold that down, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing on the other side, just so the door goes all the way down to the ground. So I've stopped because I've got to think about it because I don't want to end up stabbing myself. There we go. Oh, I've got the short sleeve cardi on because my husband said it was going to be fine today, and I believed him. Idiot. Why did you believe your husband? It's not going to be a fine day today at all. A little window over here, I guess. Oh no, I think I can hear rain coming at a distance. I don't know, I can hear the pitter-patter of rain. I know how it is. It's very changeable weather we get here on the coast today. I was actually thinking, which was a bit naughty of me, oh well, it's going to be an awful day. And I know next week we're off to Christchurch. Lord, let's go to Punakaiki. Let's go to Punakaiki and we'll just have a little look at the blowholes. We've got some friends out there at the moment who are white baiting, and it was one of their birthday, and I thought we could take some cake out or something, you know. Not that I could eat it, but he definitely could, and it'd be a fun thing to do, but no, I didn't do that. And then another part of me wonders, because it's his birthday, maybe they're not out at Punakaiki, they could be somewhere else, but yeah, I don't know. Just, I haven't quite got that straight, have I? So I'm just going down, and I'm just going to leave it like that with the blue, so you get an outline. This time I'm not going to colour it in. Oh, I say that, but do I want to? No, I don't want to colour it in. It looks lovely, very sweet. It needs a window on the other side. Let's see. I'm going to do a different sort of window because, you know, this house is a Paula house and no two windows are ever the same. Basically, I'm lazy and I can't do two windows the same. Oh dear. It's like one of my little houses I love drawing, so yeah. I noticed that a lot that I do with my painting has made its way into my stitchery. So I'm wondering, other people who do art, have you found little bits of your artwork finding their way into your stitchery, especially when you do little paintings and that sort of thing? So yes, I'd be very intrigued to find out if you are also doing it. Oh, it's very relaxing, this. Loving this house, absolutely loving it. And I will go up above. Oh, looks great. Yeah, no, I really love that. I'm going to do something else for down the side of the house. I do love the blue, and I think that's enough blue. So, yep, I'm going to go to the red, I feel, this orangey red. I don't know, kind of almost a coral colour. I'm thinking coral. And I'll just tie off at the back. Back's not looking too bad. Put the thread through the felt. My orc container's not over here. I haven't left that out, so let's go with this. Start down here first and come up part way through that. So it goes over the edge like the last place did, because I quite like going all the way to the ground. And I'm just going to do a running stitch actually. I feel like I'm going to try and do a, oh no, maybe not. It feels a little, things that make you go, I think I might just do a kind of a funny back front stitch. So I think I will do the same thing here coming up. Just threading through all the bits and pieces I've done. Oh, very relaxing. I don't know why I don't do this more often, this stitch. I'm just going to go through here because what I'd like to do, is that right? Yes. I'm thinking around about here. I think we have to come up through there, yep, and go across. No, I don't think I'm straight there. Might just need to turn it on its side and go straight across. So I know there'll be a Riccarton Sunday market because there always is a Riccarton Sunday market. I don't know. The last time I went, it was so packed. It was uncomfortable. I'm not really a big crowd person. So yeah, I find it a little bit kind of busy and daunting, and yeah. So from there, I was thinking, I think we have to go above, don't we? Or I think so. I think you have to go above. It's been a while since no, that's a picket. I don't want to do a picket. I want to do kind of a porchy thing. So I think I have done that wrong. Oh, is it this one over here? Yes, it is. On the wrong side of the house. Oh dear. There we go. I think it is right on top. So, because you wouldn't have anything sticking above it because you'd like to lean against that, wouldn't you? Well, at least I think I would. So I'll just go like that. And hold that in place with a little stitch. Oh, just what I'm looking for. Oh, the dog's raced outside all of a sudden to bark at something again. Oh, it's pouring down out there. Hang on. Sorry about that. I needed to go and tell Cleo off. She was being very naughty. So, yep. Just tie a knot in here. And as you can see here, the barking has stopped. So it's not good for the neighbours for her to be barking like that. So, yep. And thankfully I did go out because, gasp, horror, it was raining. You'd think she'd know enough to come in out of the rain. Oh dear. Okay, so this is a tree. Oh, I might use, I can see the, so it's like a red, kind of reddy brown. I'm quite liking that. And it's, look at this, there's a big knot in the bottom here. Take me 4 seconds to get out. I could be turning you off again just to sort this knot out. Oh, actually, there, done. I just needed to pull on it. I guess I should only use 2 threads. I think I've been using 2 all the way along this house, haven't I? It's the new Pride and Prejudice movies coming out on Netflix, isn't it? With Olivia Colman being Mrs. Bennet, which I do not mind at all. However, it looks like Mrs. Bennet has been, how can I say this politely? She's been a gal on the town with a few little beaux because her daughters don't look right. There are too many different, yep, she's put herself out there. the other, yeah, it's meant to be a family, for goodness sake. Look at what the mother and the father looks like. People who put, it's just like, oh, this is ridiculous. So yes, I saw a little thing, I think a little sneak preview of it. I think it came up on Facebook. I remember scrolling and all of a sudden it was there, and I think it was Facebook. I was going through and clearing up my Facebook stuff, and I thought, oh right, it's coming out soon. That's exciting. Oh, isn't that exciting? And then it was like, oh, Mrs. Bennet, you have been naughty. I did. I think Olivia Colman will be a very good Mrs. Bennet. Well, I hope Olivia Colman's going to be a very good Mrs. Bennet. I can kind of see her playing the part in my mind. She's got that, I think it's kind of a naivety about Mrs. Bennet, isn't there? Naive, kind of girlish. She's never really grown up because she'd been pampered all of her life. So you get kind of how the story runs. And I'm sure there were loads of Mrs. Bennet when Jane Austen wrote it. Like, I'm fairly certain there were loads of Mrs. Bennets everywhere. That was just the norm back then. No one had grown up. They, and I don't know who Mr. Collins is, but you see, I like the original BBC Mr. Collins and the way he played it. I thought he was just adorable as Mr. Collins. So, and of course, you see, I liked that Lizzie, and Mr. Darcy. Oh, Mr. Darcy. Va-va-voom, Mr. Darcy. Yep, Colin Firth is Mr. Darcy. Fantastic. So you see, all the actors I really, really loved. And of course, I love Mr. Bennet too. Oh, and Lady Catherine de Bourgh. Oh, Mr. Bourgh. Mrs. de Bourgh, I think it was. Oh, I don't know. When she came and saw Elizabeth in the garden, and Lizzie. Oh, dear Lizzie. Oh. Once and for all, can you tell me if you are engaged to my son? Will you promise not to be? Oh my goodness. You see, I love it so much that I actually remember some of the dialogue, and I know some of the dialogue wasn't in the book, and some of the scenes weren't on the book. Oh dear, the undergarments on the stairs, so funny. So they did such a good job. In fact, I think that's just that Pride and Prejudice is such a lovely nod at Jane Austen and all that she did in that era, and it just makes me smile whenever I see it. So I don't know. I guess I'm wondering if Netflix is going to do anywhere near as good. My other Pride and Prejudice that I quite liked was Pride and Prejudice Zombies. Where the Bennet girls kicked zombies' butt. So I'm not too much of a purist, and I don't get the whole fun in that. And I thoroughly enjoyed Pride and Prejudice Zombies. I thought it was really sweet. Yes, Mr. Collins, I don't think survived the zombie apocalypse. But a part of me kind of went, well, Mr. Collins wouldn't, because Mr. Collins was an idiot. Oh, Mr. Collins at the table, or when he was at a party and he insulted everyone. Oh my goodness, that was so. Look at me, I'm talking about Pride and Prejudice. We should be talking sewing, shouldn't we? But it was so relaxing. It really was. It's one of my all-time favourites, and I think that's the thing for Netflix to take on something. And I guess it's okay because they've got English actors and actresses and all of that, not too many American ones. It's like Emma. I like the first Emma that came out, and I think the BBC did that. And then there was a movie with Gwyneth Paltrow. I think it was Gwyneth Paltrow. Yeah, the movie was disappointing. It was like, oh, I don't like this. So yeah, I don't know. It could just be me. I think if I see something and I like it, I'm like, well, why redo it? Why don't you re-release it? Like they did Jaws. Because I went and saw the Jaws released at the movies, and I'd only ever seen Jaws on the TV, on the little screen. And to see it in the movies, it was heart-stopping. Oh my goodness. And it was scarier somehow. I don't know how. It would just, and the dum 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 dum. It really, because I think the surround sound was so much louder. It made your heart beat fast, and I knew what was coming because I'd seen it many a time on New Zealand TV for free. But oh my goodness, it was so cool. I loved it at the movies. I was a little bit disappointed every so often when I saw it on the TV, and I think I remember saying to someone, I don't know why it was such a sensation. It doesn't seem scary. But then when I saw it at the movies, and everything was so big and overstated, I thought, oh, actually, this is really scary. So, I don't know. Those who want to help me out there, telling me why, I'm quite happy, So for the tree, I'm going to use 2 different greens. We'll see how we go and what I end up doing. But yep, this will be the last bit that I do today. So what am I going to do here? I think what I'll do is just a little kind of leafy like stitch of sorts. Note I'm saying of sorts. So I've gone one just normal stitch, satin stitch, one on either side, coming back to that area, coming over, making a V and going down. Yep, I'm going to do that here and there on this tree, and I stress it'll be here and there on this tree. I'll do it in this colour and also the darker green I've got there. So yeah, I just feel like that'll do it. That'll do it, girl. That'll do it. We'll make the tree look like a tree. I feel like it already looks like a tree, so yeah, but I know what I mean. Oh, that one might be a little bit further out than the other one, but no, it doesn't bother me. Go back down, and I'm going to go all the way to the green. Oh, love it. So I really do. I love this. I think that is very cute. Cleo has just walked in. She must have finished barking at the imaginary things outside and the people look, she's over in the bed looking very sheepish. Oh dear, sheepish look. That does not bode well. That does not bode well when she's got a sheepish look on her face. It means she's been up to some mischief outside. What am I going to find when I head on out there? Oh, most probably nothing. I won't see anything wrong. Do I want it to go? Yeah, I think I might join it up to here. Kind of fun and funky. Oh, I do like that quite a bit. I think I'm just going to go around the outside doing it. So very relaxing. I want a more pork in the tree. It's a morepork is a very small New Zealand owl, and obviously we're very creative people here in New Zealand. You know this. You've seen me. I do creative things. A morepork is called morepork because the noise it makes at night time is morepork. It goes morepork, 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 and it does that, and it just says it again and again and again, and I think that's about the right tone too, and it travels, and so all you can hear at night time is morepork, morepork. Especially when you're in the bush at night time. Or I guess, I don't know, do we call it the bush or do we call it the I always call it the bush. So yeah, I don't call it a forest or anything like that. It's New Zealand bush, native bush. So yeah, and native bush isn't like a forest in America where you've got all those lovely big trees. Or someone went to Nottingham Forest, or what was left of it, a little bit, and they took us through there once. Oh, England. Now, they were some lovely trees. I could spend hours and hours just relaxing in that Sherwood Forest. Oh, it looks so cool. Very, very cool. So yes, so our bush is scrappy and you can't walk through it. And yeah, it's got lots of little bushes and that, and it does have trees because obviously, you know, we've got the Pahutakawa and the Rata here on the coast, but it's very, very hard to walk through. So on the Hobbit, they're in that forest where everything's close together and they're running, and at the front there you can't actually see your way in. That's New Zealand bush. Yep, that's what I would call bush, and that's where the moorporks live. So of course we have them all around here, and we have got a moorpork that we can hear at the moment somewhere here, so it must be up on the hill kind of behind us somewhere, because the sound of the moorpork, I don't know what you'd call it, screech, is that what an owl does? It screeches. That moorpork screech goes for miles, and the sound travels, and so you can hear it everywhere here in town. It's such a lovely sound, and it brings back happy memories of camping, so I quite like it. But it's also kind of a little bit annoying. So I know we had a moorpork when we lived closer to the Brit in Sinnott Road. We were closer to the bush, and there was a moorpork there, and my daughter would not sleep because all she could hear was the moorporking. Oh, that was annoying. Yeah, but you know, now we're a bit further in, closer to the high school. Thoroughly enjoying life here. The houses in Sinnott Roads were quite close together too, but the house was just a little bit tiny. Mind you, the section was massive. Oh my goodness. I think back now and I think, you know, that house would suit my husband and myself now. We've got no kids at home. And the thing was, we did a lot of renovating on it. So we fixed up the kitchen, and it had happy memories of my mum and dad. And we did the lino with this stick down lino, and Dad Lister did that when Jason and I went on holiday. They stayed there and he had a project to do because he always needed something to do. Not that we worked him because he was elderly, he always wanted a project to do. And so he was like, I want a project, what have you got for me to do? And I was like, oh, nothing. You know, the house looks great. And Jason said, oh, well, we've been wanting to replace the lino, but we're not quite sure. And so in Nelson, where they lived, they had this stick-on lino that that was quite cheap, and it looked wood. And so we put that down, I think it was in the new kitchen area that had just, you know, been completed and looked rather nice. And the lino that was there, I said to Jason, oh, it's nice lino, we don't need to replace it. And he's like, no, it'll give my dad something to do and I think it'll look better. Well, he was right, which is sickening when your husband's right. Those of you who have husbands, you can all nod and agree with me. So he was definitely right. It did look better. But we'd gone away. We came back, you know, cuddling the kids and everything. And we had this beautiful cat called Mystique. And she was a chocolate seal pointed Burman. Oh, she was gorgeous. But she was walking funny. And I said, oh, why is the cat walking funny? And I went over and I said, oh my goodness. And onto her bottom was a bit of lino. And I said, oh my goodness, she's got lino stuck to her bottom. Oh, we'll have to take her to the vet because, you know, it's covering an important area that she couldn't have covered, especially if she wanted to, you know, do number twos. And my mum Lister just reached down and she said, oh, for goodness sake. I'm laughing now. She ripped the lino off my cat's bottom. The cat went... I'm laughing so much. So cat was so Misty went wow, and her little eyes kind of bugged out of her head, and she shot out away from me, and I was like, oh my goodness. I said, oh no, we could have, I'll have to have a look at her when she comes inside, because we could have hurt her in some respect. And Mum was like, oh, for goodness sake, stop being a big pussy about it. And Jason was like laughing. And he said, well, we haven't got a big pussy anymore, have we? And I was like, Jason. And I think it was like half an hour later, she came back in and she was walking fine and her bottom was all fine. But she had a lovely little shaved area. And I think it was Monday I got her into the vet anyway, because I was a little bit worried still. So I took her into the vet, and she had a look, and she said, why did you shave your cat's around his anus? And I was like, there's a story to this. And I told her, and she was laughing as well. And she said, no, your cat is absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with your cat. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I was very, very worried. And she said, yes, you would be one of those parents who would be very, very worried. And and she was kind of laughing, and she said, I'm so sorry. She said, but I'm finding this so funny. And I started laughing, and I said, it was very funny. I said, but it was when her eyes went so big and the meow that she made. And the vet was like, oh, well, she's absolutely fine. She hasn't hurt herself at all, and, everything's good. But, oh, my goodness, whenever I saw Mum, and she'd come in and she'd look down at the floor, and then, Miss Deke was one of those cats who was very friendly. And, she just would walk up to people and meow at them and want a pat and everything. And usually after Mum walked in, she'd look at my mum, and Mum listened to her, and she'd go, meow, and she'd just walk away from her. And Mum said, she's never forgiven me. And I said, no, I definitely can say with conviction that our Mystique has not forgiven you for ripping off that lino from its butt. And, oh dear. And she went and she got a special little pack of food, and that she went to feed the cat. The cat would not take the food from her. The girls were laughing. In the end, Stephanie took the food and fed the cat, because, Mum was like, oh, well, someone's got to feed the cat. And the cat snuggled up to her and everything and ate the food and all of that. And Stephanie said she's busy eating now. Maybe you could sneak over, just come and sneak and sit beside me, and we'll slowly get you, closer to the cat or something. So Mum was like, oh, no, I'll sit on the other side, because there was room. And she went to sit on the other side, and as she went to sit, Mystique just took off. Oh dear. She had a memory, did our Misty Moo Moo, we used to call her. But it was so funny. So very funny. So, yep. Oh, look, I'm nearly finished with this tree, and I've got to say, I really love it. And I kind of like how the leaves are, and I've still got the material there that I can see quite nicely. It's very cool. I'm really loving it, actually. Yeah, no, there's a lovely tree, and I do like that house that I thought was a house would be turned into a tree. And I like these two houses close together like that, and I like the little, no, that's really looking nice. I don't know if I need anything up here. I think I'm going to leave it. I just feel like it would be almost too much. Yeah, no, I like it like that. Okay, so I'm going to leave this today, and that's what we've done. We've done 3 beautiful little things, and I've spoken to you for quite a while. So yeah, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and thank you very much for coming in and joining me in with my Scroll Sunday. And I'll see you all tomorrow for Susanna's piece. Oh, I can start putting things on the tablecloth. So yes, so I'll see you all later. All right, bye for now. Bye.